Welcome to our online Kentucky Contractors Continuing Education course. You'll see this course is broken down into two sections, OSHA and Computer Fundamentals. Kentucky contractors are required to take a minimum of 6 hours of Kentucky Continuing Education every year to retain their license, whether it be in HVAC, electrical, master journeyman, even plumbing. This course will provide the instructional material necessary to complete the 2-hour OSHA and 2-hour Computer Fundamentals portion of this update training. Let's briefly look at these two sections. You'll see that the OSHA section is broken down into 4 parts: an electrical module, PPE module, personal protective equipment, fire safety, and ladders. Once you go into the module, we've kind of stayed with this hierarchy, this layout here throughout the different sections. Even when we switched to Computer Fundamentals, we stayed with this layout to keep the learner from getting lost in the course, because these contractors a lot of times have very limited computer use abilities. Within electrical OSHA, for example, we have general requirements, eye and face protection, electrical protective devices, hand protection, occupational noise exposure, and so forth, as they are divided up on the OSHA website. Say we go into general requirements. We have the instructions to load an Adobe Captivate presentation, which contains quizzes, and it has right here, we tried to stay with these same instructions throughout, again to keep them from getting lost and not knowing, wasting time not knowing where to be or what to do. Pause, rewind, letting them know that it has that. The print section, they want to print the quiz so we can see the results. For example, if we go here to hand protection, similar directions, click here to view the presentation. When they click to view the presentation, in this section we will look at hand protection. It loads an Adobe Captivate presentation with optional. It's got pause, rewind. You've got the different options, the different controls for the user. They can turn the audio on or off, and I let them know that before they start, just in case some people do not want to have the audio with it. They prefer just to read it. Skipping through here, instructions for the quiz, and then the quiz loads, and it tallies up their score at the end. So that is the basic setup of all the presentations that are in each module. And we've pretty well followed that throughout. If you go into PPE, you see the same setup. Fire safety, emergency action plans, fire prevention plans, flammable liquids, fire detection systems, fire extinguishing systems. You'll notice in the last section of each one of these there is an additional activity. What we've done is provided an OSHA supplied PDF on the topic for them to go and review, and then we both discuss it orally, and then there's also a link here that takes them, there is a link in the end of each of these sections, each of these modules, that takes them directly to the discussion board to continue to discuss this through the discussion board. So the last section of each of these, before they start the next module, they complete the little activity and then discuss it. And of course the last section is portable and fixed ladders. Switching to computer fundamentals, you can see we have followed this same layout structure here to keep things organized. Desktop and taskbar applications, how to configure and set up these different types of applications. There's videos in there, how to put settings involved the desktop and taskbar. Control panel, there's tutorials in all of these. Browser settings, browsers and settings, printer types and configurations. These of course have instructions and videos, and what they'll do is they'll watch the video and then we will discuss it, and then they will attempt some of these on the computer that they're working at the workstation that they're watching all this and doing this. They'll actually use that workstation to try some of these things. That's kind of the same setup for Microsoft Office. Microsoft Office is installed on the computer, and then they would try each of these different Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, Publisher. These are the most common ones that they seem to use after polling them over the past few years of teaching this. These seem to be the most common ones that they want to use in their small business. And these also have series, they have tutorials in them. You click here, it loads a video with multiple Word tutorials that they can select, that they can choose from. At the end there's a basic test. It's a basic Blackboard multiple choice test over Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Publisher. One test over them all. A comprehensive little quiz to see how they do. Then of course we included a survey to let us know how we can grow, how we can improve. We've looked at maybe offering this completely online. There were some questions about that in there as well. So this was our OSHA and Computer Fundamentals sections. Thank you.